Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we are doing a pick a card on what you can expect in the week ahead. Some things you can watch out for, to keep in mind that might just appear in the next week. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're finding this, just know it's within the next 7 days. So I have 3 piles for you today. I have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. All 3 piles have some form of amethyst. So pile 1 is this amethyst point. Pile 2 is the dream amethyst. And pile 3 is a amethyst geode chunk. So take a deep breath, take a moment, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, you could have messages in both piles. You could just have also a really busy week. Things like that. Again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. The timestamps will be in the description box below. So just open the description box, you'll see the piles, and just click the timestamp and it'll take you right to your part in the reading of the video. So I'll leave these up for a moment and then we'll get right into it. Thanks, guys. See you in your pile. Hello, my lovely friends. For pile 1, you picked this really awesome amethyst point. And we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. Some things that may come up, just keep in mind about. Oh, I also wanted to add, I have opened up personal readings again. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading for me, shoot me an email at ajourneyinlight@gmail.com. That's also in the description box for the information. And shoot me an email. I'll send you what I currently have available. All right, so let's jump right in. So we're going to start with your tarot. So for the week ahead, you guys have the 9 of Potions. We're using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot. So we have the 9 of Potions, which is the 9 of Cups. We have a 2 of Needles, which is a 2 of Swords. And we have the Page of Needles, which is the Page of Swords. So this week, there's definitely going to be some sort of wish fulfillment, something, I'm hearing just a stroke of good luck kind of thing, like maybe something that you weren't necessarily expecting, but always kind of hoped for. So that 9 of Cups, yeah, it's just that wish fulfilled. It's like, it's just extreme happiness. So there is a level to your week that just feels, I'm hearing almost too good to be true, but it's fine to believe it. It's good. This could involve love too. Sometimes cups are the emotions, things like that, but I just feel that you'll be really fulfilled from the inside out. With this 2 of Swords here, so that this may be, there may be an opportunity to make a choice here, or you may feel a little stuck at a crossroads of making a choice this week about something. And then we also have the Page of Swords as well, which can be, kind of like about curiosity, witty kind of energy, playful thoughts and communication. So that, I feel like these kind of have to go together a little bit. Like if you're having a hard time making a choice between 2 things, I'm being told to be a little playful, a little bit creative about this choice. Maybe, step outside the box a little bit. And then for the separate message with this, someone may be getting some like playful communication maybe coming in that you weren't expecting, and those 2 might go together. It's kind of interesting. So definitely a week of feeling fulfilled, some happiness, a week of making choices, and then some playful, interesting, almost mischievous kind of communications or thoughts. Maybe you're just feeling a little spunky this week. It's kind of what it's giving me. I'm like looking at these 3 characters on this card, and they're a little bit up to no good. So that might be the energy that you're kind of being playful and funny with other people, but maybe that's coming from feeling very fulfilled on the inside. All right, let's keep moving along. You guys have financial health. Well, that's always a good card to get. So this is going to be a week of feeling very financially stable, maybe, you know, some surprise money coming in from somewhere else, but you're going to be feeling very secure in your finances this week. Then you guys have clarity. So within making this choice, it may bring you more clarity, or you may get the clarity to make this choice this week. But yeah, I just keep getting like told to look at something a little differently. Like even if you have to view it through something else, like view it through the eyes of a child, view it through just the scope of stepping back and looking at possibly a problem or a situation from a different viewpoint, which will bring you more clarity on the situation. So for love, you guys have different paths. You and this person are going down different paths. You are not on the same page. You have different visions of what you want for your life and where you're headed. Be honest with yourself and this person. Ask yourself if this relationship aligns with the direction you want to move into. So with this can be not just romantic love, but it could be like a friendship that's taking different paths where you're kind of evaluating, is this like a person I still want in my life? That's the overall energy, is evaluating if you're in alignment with who you truly are, and if you're changing that or shifting that. You know, sometimes you have to ask yourself that hard question: is the people in your life, or this person in your life, really getting you to where you want to be? So that may be the choice that you have to make, is really seeing if this relationship, and again, doesn't just have to be like romantic love, is aligned with where you're trying to take yourself. Then you guys also got casual dating. So there may be some fun, flirtatious kind of energy coming in. Something light, could be going on a coffee date, but something just lighthearted is coming in this week as well with love. If you're in a serious relationship, you know, it may just be like, you know, going back to your roots and doing something fun and playful again. I'm also hearing if a random person asks you out for coffee, and it's someone that you're intrigued by, then go ahead and do it. And then Saturday, so from my That's So 80s Oracle, we have the push pop and we have Saturday. So Saturday could be a big deal for you this week. So keep an eye out for what's going to go on Saturday. All right, so I will be pulling letters and charms, but I like to do a little pull for the different zodiac signs. If you're dealing with them like in a love relationship or a love situation, what they want to say. So we'll start with earth signs. So whoever in pile one's dealing with the earth sign, what would the earth sign want to say, please? You will be in my heart until death and beyond. It's very deep. If you're dealing with a water sign, what does the water sign want to say for pile one, please? I can't face you right now. The intensity between us scares me. So someone's a little afraid to face you at the moment. If you're dealing with an air or a fire sign next, we'll do fire signs. Pile one, fire sign. Can you handle my scars? So someone may be opening up about some truths this week. And then if you happen to be dealing with an air sign, what does the air sign want to say? And you don't have to have someone for all of these, just so you guys know. I desire you deeply and eternally. So you have an air sign that's very deeply and eternally desiring you. All right, let's get into our charms. We will pull a zodiac dice first. So this is someone that could be heavily in your week. You could be dealing with someone in this zodiac sign. So we have Sagittarius. That fiery energy kind of coming in for you guys. For letters, and that doesn't necessarily mean romantic. I know everyone likes to say everything I say is only romantic, but you know, life, that's just one caveat of our life. So this could be just someone that you're dealing with heavily. It could be a Sagittarius this week. And for letters, you guys have S-O-A, a G, and an I. So I know those can be initials, it can be a location, can just mean something to you. Sometimes you guys like to spell out words. I kind of just leave it up to you guys. All right, so then for charms, so for pile 1, what else can you tell us about their week? What do they need to keep in mind? What do they need to know? Ooh, okay, we got a lot. We have a key, we have a peace sign, we have orange juice, we have a white little bunny. Oh, we have 2 bunnies. And whenever I get these little bunnies, I always hear that, I don't know, like I used to have a t-shirt as a kid that said "Some bunny loves you." I know that's really nerdy, but there you go. So I always just hear "Some bunny loves you" when I see, especially this little charm. I don't know why, but okay. So keep going. We have a bolt or nut, or end bolt. We have a cat with a leaf, beauty, dream, a star, a wheel or a gear, a bird with a house, and the word special. So for me, what I'm feeling like, okay, so especially with these 2, so we have a key and we have this bird and it's home. So when these 2 pop up, I feel like somebody's going to be changing locations. Somebody's going to be, if you're in a relationship, it might be moving to the next level where someone actually gives you a key to their home. But you may be rebuilding something in your home or just feeling more secure, reorganizing, things like that. But there's definitely a big home indicator here. So there could be some shifts just in living situations. With this glass of orange juice here, I just feel like it's like, is that refreshing kind of feeling? I feel like I'm missing what? I don't know. Okay, just something refreshing, like something that new approach, a new energy is coming in. We have these 2 little bunnies here, and I just keep, it's very like love and sweet kind of energy feeling. We have peace, so you could be finding peace in a situation this week. Or actually listening to old like 60s music. I don't know. I just started seeing like lots of people dressed as hippies pop up in my head. Maybe if you're trying to figure out a Halloween costume, because at the time I'm recording this, it is closer to Halloween. Maybe dress up like a hippie. I don't know. That's interesting. And you'll be tying up some loose ends here with this little in screw bolt. I don't know the actual name for it, but it's like you top things off so it doesn't, ends it. So I feel like you're going to be putting the finishing touches on something that you've been working on with this gear here. So you're going to be finalizing something this week. This cat with this leaf, I just see like this, also this playful energy approaching. If you're the, like where that whole like kind of stressful situation where you're trying to figure something out, I keep just hearing go with a playful energy towards it. Go almost like a childlike energy, like a cat playing behind a leaf or something. Just find what brings you happy in this situation and bring that on board, and it'll help you make this decision in an easier way. We have a star here, so it's like that wish coming true. Again, we had the 9 of Cups, so wish fulfilled this week. And then we have beauty, dream, and special. So pay attention to your dreams this week. You could be getting some answers or downloads from there. Your week's going to be filled with lots of beautiful, special moments, and being told to don't dismiss it and to look at the smaller things. Like sometimes we get so busy in life, we forget like the beautiful small little moments are just so important, and just take a moment and stop and treasure those little beautiful moments that are going to be coming through for you guys this week. So again, I know lots of times you guys, something else will stick out to you. So I always like to give you guys a moment. White rabbit might mean something to somebody as well. We have a white rabbit and a cat here. So a white cat, so some purity, some newness maybe coming in for you guys, and the star's white as well. So there you guys go. As always, I appreciate you guys being here with me and spending your time with me during these readings. It's always truly awesome and an honor. So thank you guys so very much, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye guys. Whew. Oh, Sagittarius still popped out. All right, I know there's some of you that like to sit here in between, so I try to come up with a question lately on what I can ask, but I forgot to think about that before I started this. I guess I don't have a question for you guys. I'm really really trying to think of a question for you guys. Anastasia, if you're sitting here, I haven't said hi to you in a little while in between piles, so hello. Okay, I got this. What is your favorite song to listen to cheer you up? I'm trying to make a playlist of like pump me up songs. So if you have a favorite song that cheers you up and just makes you feel good, it's like your feel good go-to song to raise your vibration, feel free to share that in the comment section. I think that's a good question. So we'll raise the vibe and share the things that light us up. So that is my in-between question for you guys. Sorry about that. My chair's gotten so squeaky too. All right. Stay pretty. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked the Dream Amethyst. So I'm going to take a stretch and say dreams might be important this week just because you felt drawn to this Dream Amethyst. Not really sure what makes it a Dream Amethyst, but I picked it up a while ago and I just really like it. So if you have more information about a Dream Amethyst, feel free to drop that in the comments. I always like learning new things. All right, so we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. I'll be pulling charms and letters as well as some love messages towards the end. But let's start off with your guys's your tarot. So you guys have a 7 of candles. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot that was donated to the channel by a lovely client of mine that likes to remain anonymous, but he will go by, I think he said Mr. X is what I can say if I if I call him out. So the 7 of candles, we have a 3 of needles, 3 of swords in reverse, and then we have a Queen of Needles, which is the Queen of Swords. So overall energy this week, you may be standing ground about a certain situation. I do want to jump into this part real quick though. If there's been something that's been heavy on your heart, you know, some heartbreak, some just soul ache that you've been dealing with for quite some time, you're going to be coming to the end of that this week. So when this came out in reverse, I was actually really happy to see that because it's such a, I mean, any version of this card in any deck, it's very obvious about what this is. It's being stabbed in the heart. So it's like a feeling of relief for some situation that you're finally going to be getting past. It's been causing you a lot of heartaches, and they keep saying soul ache. It's going to be leaving your body or your soul this week. You're going to be feeling much better. So I needed to talk about that, but I want to go back to the 7 of Wands energy. So I'm hearing like you're going to be creating boundaries and standing your ground about something. Now, when we create boundaries, which are very good, make sure you're creating them from a place of love, not a wounded place. There is a big difference there. You know, I know boundaries are really big right now, but make sure you're not creating them out of coming from a fear-based thing. So double check your boundaries that you are putting in place, that you're not doing it from a wound versus just doing what's best for yourself in a self-love situation. All right, I'll jump off that soapbox. But yeah, getting rid of this is such a beautiful energy to let go. And then with our Queen of Swords, so you'll be getting some clarity. I feel like these kind of go hand in hand. You're going to be feeling very clear about decisions, very clear about how you see something. You might be a little cutthroat this week. So maybe this something that you're going to be cutting off has been what has been causing you heartache, and that's where you'll be getting this relief. It's going to look a little different for everyone. Take what resonates, but there's definitely a huge relief of something that's been weighing on your soul and on your heart, and you're going to feel so clear, so in control, and feel like you can stand up for yourself in a very beautiful way. I don't want this to be like you feel like you have to be defensive. That's not the energy that I'm getting from this. It's a strong standing in your own truth, your own power kind of feeling that's coming in. So let's keep going. You guys have trust. So you're being asked to, it's almost like a leap of faith this week. Like there may be something, a situation that is asking for almost like a blind trust. Taking a step forward without knowing like the rest, being able to see the rest of the staircase, but just taking that next step, going forward and trusting something that is pulling at your soul. So in this card, we can kind of see like the lights coming down from the heaven right towards her heart chakra. So it's like trusting your heart, trusting to know what's best. And I just realized that she has angel wings. So it's like, just know that, you know, this thing that you're being guided to do that may be a little scary, that you have to take some trust, is divinely orchestrated and divinely guided this week. And then we have lighten your load. So I feel like this goes hand in hand with this heartache that you've been maybe holding on to because it felt comfortable. It's going to be like letting something go this week is really just going to like help you feel so much better. And maybe that's where that trust involves, and letting something go that you've held on for so long that's almost maybe your comfort zone, but it will lighten your load and you'll be able to move forward in your life in a much easier, just peaceful way. You know, this is a week of feeling like we are finally getting some breathing room. If you felt like you've been like almost like in a pressure cooker, it's going to be like the release this week. So for our love messages, you guys have Casanova, swept off your feet. So, you know, there could be some new energy coming in if you don't have anyone in your life that kind of comes in like almost like a whirlwind. If you're already in a committed relationship, I feel like things may be playful and you know may get taken on a surprise date, something that surprises you. That's the energy that comes in with this card. And then from our Love Compass Oracle, we have Resistance. So I'm going to read this. It says, you are not opening up to a situation or opportunity. Your soul is nudging you to move forward in a certain direction that's in alignment with your soul. That's kind of just what I saw on that card. Be willing to take steps forward. Trust your intuition and higher guidance. The right path is revealing itself to you. Tear down the walls and barriers that so that movement forward can occur. You know, kind of where I talked about this boundary. Don't be defensive. You know, you can have healthy boundaries, but make sure they are healthy and stand your ground and stand in your truth and what you need, but make sure you're not putting up a wall of resistance. You know, I love when I pre-pull these cards and I don't look at them. I just pull them for I like to use different decks during this, and I don't want to take forever pulling cards. So I love when they all kind of just mesh together. It makes me very excited to see. So yeah, you guys are going to be feeling relieved, feeling more secure, having kind of a playful, but also being asked to trust. You know, that came up twice during this, and trust that there is a higher purpose here, a higher guidance, and to follow where your heart is pulling you, where your heart center is pulling you. And then from the That's So 80s Oracle, you guys have Psych, which is like a Mr. Speak and spell. So there may be a moment in your life this week. I feel like this is kind of like a playful where someone like might like psych you out a little bit, but I don't feel like this is bad. I think it's almost going to be like a laughing moment. Like you're something will have felt so serious and it was like psych, you know, almost like April Fools, you know. So I'm hearing laugh whatever this is off. Like try to be playful and try to be childlike about whatever this was, even if it kind of irked you. If someone did something, they're like, oh, I'm just kidding. You know, the guidance that's coming in is to just let it go. In a playful way and just like almost like shrug it off and not take it so seriously. All right, so I'm going to move on to the love message cards from the different zodiac signs. So depending on who you have in your life, what grouping of their zodiac this message will be from them. So if you're dealing with, we'll start with earth signs. If you're dealing with the earth sign, what would the earth sign want to say for pile 2, please? Earth sign for pile 2. I tried to stop these feelings, but now you are burning hotter and brighter than ever in me. Okay, we'll do water signs next. So pile 2, if you're dealing with a water sign. Okay, you guys got 2. A bunch of cards just wanted to fly out. It says, it's heartbreaking we can't have more than we do now. And I want to be there for you to take care of you. So, you know, there's someone is feeling a little bit sad about a situation not being how they want it to be, and they want to be there for you. All right, so fire signs next. If you're dealing with a fire sign, you're the only person in the world that scares me. You know, you may understand this person in a way that they've never been understood, and that's kind of scary for this person. And last but not least, air signs. I always do air signs last because I'm an air sign, so I feel like I'm trying to be fair to everybody else. I'm not sure. Your name is following me everywhere. So you guys are haunting an air sign with your name. All right, so let's move into the letters and charm section. All right, so first we're going to pull a zodiac dice. So this is someone that you could be dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of this sign. This doesn't necessarily mean romantic person. This is just someone that's going to be heavy in your week. So you have Aquarius. So that Aquarius, unique energy, a little aloof, a little secretive kind of energy there. And then for letters, you have an I, a T, an O, a U, and an F. So there's a lot of words in there too. Feel free to make your own. There's an IOU in here. So I feel like you may be getting something that's been owed to you this week as well. I'll let you guys look at those. Those are your letters. All right, and let's pull some charms for pile 2, please. What else is going on in their week that they need to know about or keep in mind? Okay, oh. There could be something medical, or nurse, or someone medical field wise, because we have this heart with the nurse, and then we have the heartbeat with the, I forget what it's called, sorry. The little lines. We have another letter. We have an E here. We have a spatula, which I had no idea that I even had in here. That's interesting. We have a sunflower. We have the Lepus constellation, which Lepus is kind of a starseed nod for me. So some of you guys could be starseeds here. We have an OK. We have a starfish. We have the iceberg. I was just watching Titanic yesterday. We have one hug. We have the white rabbit. We have Capricorn energy here as well. Gosh, you guys got a lot. We have the cat trying to get some marbles out of a bowl. We have made with love. I have a wedding or engagement ring, a plant, and a watermelon. So there could be, you know, something new coming in this week, something new growing, or a seed that's planted this week, or something you planted in the past, maybe coming back around and starting to grow and get legs and move forward. So maybe an idea that you had, or maybe a project you started, you know, before or tried to, is going to be starting to make some headway. One hug, so you could be getting a big hug from somebody this week. We have the white rabbit. So the white rabbit, I feel like, you know, almost like you're going down the rabbit hole this week. So you may be getting some new information, a new way of looking at things. We have lots of love here, but it seems to have some sort of medical kind of attachment to that. So maybe some of you guys are nurses or dealing with a nurse, but on this heart, it says made with love. We have a watermelon here. So anytime I have fruit, I feel like there's like a freshness or a newness coming in. Engagement ring. So somebody could be having a relationship that's going to the next level, a new commitment. If anyone gets engaged this week, come back and let me know. With the iceberg here, you know, with the icebergs, like on the top, we can see only so much of them, and there's so much going on underneath the surface. So it's a good metaphor of, you know, keeping an eye out for people that you're dealing with, because sometimes people may have so much more going on under the surface that you can't see. Just be mindful and be kind to everyone you're dealing with this week. And also, if you come across something, I'm hearing, maybe investigate something, because it may be a little more than you expected, that there's more undercover than you realized. And again, we had the Capricorn pop up here, a sunflower, that spatula, or that slotted spoon. That's a whole mandala effect I've seen going around lately. I won't get into that. But yeah, but you're going to be feeling okay this week. You know, again, I felt that huge relief coming in for you guys. And whenever I get this little cat, I always feel like there's some playful energies coming through. Maybe remind yourself to be playful, stop and smell the roses kind of moment. You could have some ocean ties, or just a wish coming true with the starfish here. And again, a nod to some star seeds with that. So there you guys go. There's your charms. I'll give you a moment to look at them. And as always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. It's truly an honor. You guys are the best, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Okay, I know a lot of you guys sit in between. So the question this week is, if you're sitting in between, is what is a song on your playlist that pumps you up, that makes you happy, that makes you feel, you know, if you're in a bad mood or something, that kind of lifts you up and lifts your spirits, because I am trying to make a extra happy playlist. Anytime my vibes are low, I like to raise them. So, and music is my way of doing that. So if you have one that you'd love to share, that's your personal pump me up song, feel free to drop that in the comments. I'd love it. All right, I need to take a breath. I'll be back in a second. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this amethyst chunk. That's a geode. Love it. All right, so we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. I'm using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot that was donated to the channel by a great client of mine, but I will just call him Mr. X because he doesn't want his name said, but he's very incognito. But I love this tarot, so we are going to use this deck today. So this is a timeless reading. No matter when you're finding this, just know that this is what you can expect over the next 7 days. So you guys have the Two of Presents, which is the Two of Pentacles. We have a Knight of Presents, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and an Ace of Needles, which is the Ace of Swords. The phrase I heard was tried and true. So this is a week where things could be evening out. You could be finding your balance. And I feel like this is very 3D, like very material, like your homework, money situations this week with this Pentacle energy coming in. But it's going to happen. So our Knight of Pentacles is usually our slowest of our knights, but he always crosses the finish line. So it's like that tried and true, slow and steady. It's going to come to fruition. I also heard if someone's been manifesting some stuff and you're frustrated that it's not working, being told it is working, it's just you need to take the timetable off the table or your time constraints off the table, because time is a human construct and it doesn't actually exist and everything's happening at once. So just trust that your manifestations are coming. They're just not going to come in the time frame that you want. So just be patient, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So with this Ace of Swords here, this is like that aha moment. At the time I'm recording this, we're about to end a Mercury retrograde. So sometimes after those, you've kind of been ruminating, looking through lessons, things like that. And so afterwards, you're kind of like, after you've put in all this work to really dive deep and look into things, you kind of have these new revelations afterwards, like, oh, okay. So that's like, this is going to be a week of having that aha moment, like just, something's going to be clear, you're going to understand. It also could just be a new thought form or a new thought process or a new form of communication coming in. But I feel like you're going to have a very balanced, maybe slow, I'm also hearing maybe a little boring, not so much action, but things are going to be working out in such a way that's going to give you some clarity on other things going on in your life. I don't necessarily feel like these are combined. They could be for some of you guys. I feel like this is separate, but because some things are evening out and maybe just being more steady and less all over the place, they just feel very secure, very grounded, that you're going to be able to have those new epiphanies, those new thought processes coming in this week. So very good energy, very stable. So like when I'm sitting in this, it just feels very like even keeled, which I know can be a little boring, but it might, as I say this, like some of you guys could have been through some hectic craziness, and so this is going to be like that needed reprieve from all this chaotic energy. It's just going to feel very solid and grounded this week. So with your next cards, we have Truth and Courage, which just feels very Leo-like, so I'm going to add that in too. So this truth coming in, she's holding a mirror. I feel like this is very much maybe finding out a truth about yourself, maybe a truth about how someone views you or how you view yourself. And maybe you'll finally see yourself more clearly. If you've been too hard on yourself recently, you know, really take a step back and just see the beautiful soul that you are. I just feel like someone's been very, very hard on themselves, and you need to understand how freaking amazing you are, and, you know, see the truth of yourself. And if that sounds silly to say, like, you know, of course we like outside validation, right? But this is like a feeling of finally getting that validation from the inside and really seeing the beautiful soul that you are this week. And there is so much truth in that. And also honoring your truth, speaking your truth, no matter how, like if you've been worried about how people view you. Basically, I just keep getting like how things are seen and then a truth with this mirror here. So speaking your truth, if you've held back from doing that, you may have some courage this week to speak that truth and no longer be afraid of how someone's going to view your truth, and just stand in it and have the courage to stand in that energy this week. So that's really nice. In very grounded way. Like, again, your overall tone of this week is so grounded, so secure, so safe. Yeah, it's very like a solid root chakra going on this week. So for love, you guys have dreaming of you. So you could, you know, someone could tell you that they've had a dream about you, or you could be dreaming about someone else. So something playful is going on in your dreams and being told to pay attention to them. And then you guys have release attachments. So this is kind of just like advice. So let go of unhealthy attachments and connections that no longer serve you. Release the past so that new doors can open. This is a period to get in touch with your inner strength. We have courage here. And claim your personal power. Move forward to be free. Endings always bring new beginnings. So, you know, this could be some things ending out this week, or you're just having those aha moments to finally release the things that no longer serve you this week. I don't think this is anything to be afraid of. This is a needed release. And then for my That's So 80 Oracle, we have total airhead. So with this, it's almost like I'm being reminded to tell you, or I'm telling you to remind you guys, I cannot talk today, I'm so sorry, to get out of your head a little bit. Like if you aren't feeling grounded, if I'm saying all this and you're like, I'm not grounded at all, you're being reminded to step out of your head, bring yourself into the present moment, even if that's just as simple as like looking around and picking out 5 things in your room and like, oh, I see a chair. Okay, there's my laptop. There's a beautiful crystal. There's my desk. There's my cup of coffee. That kind of thing. Like when you're getting too much in your head, getting overstressed, overthinking, like what am I supposed to do? Blah, 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 blah. And you can't think straight. You're being asked to kind of get out of that mode by bringing yourself into your present moment, even if that's just focusing on your breathing, deep breathing in and out, you know, not shallow breathing, but actually breathing all the way through and all the way out will help calm you down. Also, I heard another trick the other day, I think it was on TikTok, when you find yourself very much in your head and kind of stressed out, to pick one point and stare at that and not allow your eyes to shift and focus or shift around, because something about staring at one solid point and not allowing yourself to move around helps you kind of stop those stressful, chaotic thoughts. So try that out. I don't know. I don't know why that came up. So maybe someone just needed to hear that. So this is kind of, the overall energy, guys. So I'm going to move into love messages and our charms and letters. So I like to pull like a love message if you're dealing with each of the zodiac sign sets. So we'll start with earth signs first. So for pile 3, anybody in pile 3 that's dealing with an earth sign, what would their earth sign want to say? Ooh, that one. Okay. 1,000 lifetimes with you would never be enough. Okay, if you're dealing with a water sign for pile 3, well, that one flew out. Listen to me struggle and my chair move around. I'm drawn to your deep intelligence and wisdom. So a water sign is really liking how deep you are. If you're dealing with a fire sign is next. A fire sign want to say, our connection is so beautiful, but also painful and confusing as hell. And then last but not least, those air signs. If you happen to be dealing with an air sign, oh, I got 2. It says, love isn't always on time. Please be patient with me. And you are always safe with me. So we did talk about patience and timing in this reading, and then being safe. So that's interesting that that came up. All right, so let me move into the letters and charms section of our reading. For some reason, this reading always reminds me like I'm like a game show host for some reason. I have no idea why. But anyways, all right, so we'll do a zodiac dice first. So for those of you guys, this is someone that you could be dealing with heavily. This doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, just someone that you're dealing with this week heavily. So we have Scorpio, or it could be the energy of Scorpio energy coming in, or you could be a Scorpio. So let's pull some letters. Oh, one more. Okay. Oh, we have two U's, W, or not a W, but two U's, an A, an I, an S, and an R. So those are your letters. It could be a place, could be a location, could be someone's initials. You guys spell stuff. We have air in there too. I don't usually get into spelling the stuff because my brain doesn't function properly during readings because I'm kind of channeling. So it's a very strange phenomenon that my normal stuff I can't seem to access properly. All right, you guys got some big charms. Okay, we have a lot of words in here too. So we have sweet, secret, and wish. So you could be finding out some secrets. Wish could be coming true this week. We have the camera. When this comes up, I feel like it's almost like someone's watching your social media, but also like I just heard like take a minute to capture the sweet, small moments in your life. That kind of came up in pile 2 as well. We have a backpack, so there could be an adventure you're going on this week or feeling adventurous. Or planning a trip. We have a compass too, so love will find the way. So, you know, love could be finding its way to you, but also I feel like some of you guys are actually going to be planning a trip with this compass and the backpack. We have this little end nut bolt thing. I forget the actual name of it. But so for when this pops up for me, it kind of feels like you're going to be tightening the screws, like it's a finishing screw, I think. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments what it actually is. But you're going to be closing out some things and finishing up a project or something in your life this week. We have the unicorn here, like a little kind of mosaic unicorn. So very unique week, as well as some unique magical energy coming in. And then we have a key. So some people could be getting a new place to live, think about moving, buying a new home, or someone in a relationship could be offering a key to another person, a next kind of step kind of thing. So there you go, guys. Those are your charms and letters and words. So as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for spending your time with me. It's truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys.